On November the 9th, after 8 years of restoration work, the historic complex, the House of the Consul, known in Arabic as Dar al-Consul, was inaugurated in the heart of the old city of Jerusalem. It was an initiative by the Custody of the Holy Land, owner of the building, and financed by the European Union and the custody itself. This project is managed by the United Nations Habitat Programme, UN Habitat, in collaboration with Al-Quds University. After the opening ceremony, Brother Ramzi Sidawi, bursar of the Custody of the Holy Land, guided an introductory tour attended by Brother Francesco Patton, Custos of the Holy Land, the members of the Discretorium, Ziyad el-Shakra, head of the United Nations Habitat Programme Office for Palestine, Sven Kuhn von Burgstoff, head of the European Union delegation, and Imad Khatib, executive vice president of Al-Quds University in Jerusalem. The work was divided between the rehabilitation and renovation of 42 housing units, not only in the interior, but also on the exterior. We renovated all the inner courtyards, corridors, and the infrastructure of the whole area. As for the ground floor, it was a huge project, as we discovered many artifacts from the Roman, Byzantine, and Mamluk periods. The site contains several spaces that will be enjoyed by pilgrims and visitors guided by local people. We found a tomb dating back to the 6th or 7th century before Christ. It was one of the most amazing things. This also allowed us to understand the historical period, the oldest found at this site. In Roman times, this site was located on the Cardo Maximus, the main street of the city. During the excavations, we found traces of stores that faced the Cardo, but also traces of other side streets that intersected the main one, demonstrating how the old city was at that time. We found Roman canals carved into the rock. Among the archaeological findings, there is also a Byzantine bathroom partly decorated with mosaics, proof that prestigious people lived in this place. We also found a Byzantine-era well paved with mosaics measuring 15 square meters. Dar al-Consul, underlined engineer Dahabre, is well identifiable on the ancient map of Madaba, where many buildings of Jerusalem are represented, some without name. During the inauguration, an olive tree, a symbol of peace, was planted inside the site by Brother Patton.
And so we hope that these kind of projects will help the development of the old city and of the whole holy city. For me, it was a pleasure to know that many young students of the local university were working on this project.
For Al-Quds University and its students and professors, this was a great opportunity. First, they were able to share their experience, but also learn during the 8 years of restoration. Then they can collaborate in the future on this complex, which will also serve as a business incubator and will be managed by Al-Quds University.
It's really a partnership of all these organizations. It's a partnership which shows what we can do with Jerusalem as a prospect for Palestinians living here and preserving the cultural heritage and values of the Palestinian people.
Brother Ramzi, accompanied by Ziyad el-Shakra, then went upstairs where the second part of the project, namely the renovation of the housing units, was completed. An olive tree seedling was donated to the residents. A house has been made available to us, and we are not paying any expenses, thank God. As you know, renting an apartment today costs more than $1,000. We thank God, and we thank the Franciscans. UN in general is about helping people improve the environment where they live. So in addition to facilities, utilities and infrastructure, we are also concerned with improving housing units. Dar al-Consul will be designed to welcome tourists and pilgrims, provide employment opportunities for young people, improve the living conditions of Palestinian families, and help preserve Palestinian cultural heritage.